The 40th anniversary edition of Microsoft Flight Simulator has just been announced. Yes, 40 years. Very hard to believe that the franchise has been around that long. The update will be available in November and it will be free to everyone who has access to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, perhaps the biggest news about this announcement is that the update will at last feature helicopters. People have been long awaiting from these, and as you can see right here, not only will you be able to fly helicopters, but also you'll be able to take off from helipads in open places, as well as from the top of buildings, oil rigs and other such locations. Helicopters then are going to be a great way to get up close and personal to all this lovely scenery. Now, gliders are also coming, another feature that has been long awaited ever since the sim released in fact. The needed code to support these parts of the game has been going in over the past few months. There's also more to do, but the key components are thermals as well as computational fluid dynamics, and those are making their way in and have been doing so recently. Now, another big part of the update are some brand new planes. A few of these you can see on the screen right here, and a few of them are probably very recognisable to you. Perhaps the most surprising addition is the A310 Airbus you can see on the screen right here. There's also a bunch of brand new screenshots that you might not have seen yet. These were released earlier today. Now, the surprising thing about this is, one, it's been a long time since a new airliner was introduced into Microsoft Flight Simulator, at least officially by Microsoft. Secondly, this is going to be a complex study-level airplane. AnyBuilds are the developers behind this plane, and some of you will no doubt recognise that name. They are, after all, world-renowned for their planes. The A310 then was announced back in October of 2021. As you can see from these images, the quality of the plane is very high indeed. The developers say they've ensured all rivets, plano lines, dirt placements and decals are technically analysed and placed throughout the aircraft, to basically make it as accurately built as possible. And that is very much apparent in these images, just look at the quality. The developers also state that the flight management system and the flight model is of a very high level indeed. The flight management system is going to allow for full lateral and vertical guidance modes, which will also include RNAV approaches and overlay NDB VOR approaches. AnyBuilds also state that the plane will come with a feature-rich electronic flight bag, and this will allow you to manage weight, balance and interact with the ground services in Microsoft Flight Simulator. There's also more to come as well. Now, with all of these features and the level of complexity, you'd be quite right to expect the price of this to be quite high. Typically, AnyBuilds price their planes around about £70, sometimes more. This plane is coming for completely free as a part of the 40th anniversary edition update. Now, the update is also going to come with a few more planes. Not all of them have been announced just yet. It looks like the iconic Wright Brothers plane is going to be included. Nice. Also, a Douglas DC-3, and look at the livery on this, the Emerald Harbour Air. How many of you remember this from previous versions of Microsoft Flight Simulator? Nice touch. The Spirit of St. Louis is also coming. This is the first plane to ever make a transatlantic flight from New York to Paris, so very much a celebration of flight. I think a celebration of 100 years of flight, actually. It also looks like we've got the DHC-2 Beaver here as well, so there's a few planes that we can expect to see in the 40th anniversary edition, and Microsoft are saying, at least I'm hearing rumours, that there may be some more planes on the way as well. Now, elsewhere, Microsoft had on their roadmap a surprise for June. It turns out that this is none other than a crossover with Halo. This is a big surprise indeed, put quite a smile on my face if I'm being honest there. Possibly not what all of the hardcore flight simmers will be expecting, but I don't think it really brings any harm to the game to have this in there, and certainly it's going to be a lot of fun. This again is available completely free, and it's available actually in Microsoft Flight Simulator right now from the in-game marketplace. So definitely a surprising move there, but a bit of fun nonetheless. Now, another thing we've been all expecting, I certainly was expecting to see, was an announcement for World Update 10. We're very close to the release of World Update 10. It's coming out on the 15th of June, so not too long away now, just a few days in fact, and we still have no clue what it's actually going to contain. This is pretty much a first for a World Update. Usually we know about these many weeks in advance. Now, that said, there is an extended Microsoft and Bethesda showcase that's happening on Tuesday, so very likely that the World Update is going to be revealed on that day, which incidentally I think is the same day that the update releases, so yeah, we'll have to wait until then I guess to find out more information. At any rate, that brings us to the end of this video. As always, thanks for watching. and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.